Hey, this video is to talk about our first assessment that we have coming up. It's going to be on Thursday, January 22nd. I'll share my screen here. First thing we'll look at is the calendar. So you can see here we are on the 15th. So on the 22nd is the standards 1 through 5 assessment. So going back to the course page, I'll walk you through what that's going to look like. So if I scroll down to the standards 1 through 5 assessment information. First thing to know is that this is a paper pencil assessment. So when you go to the test proctoring center, you're going to let them know that you're there for a Math 95 assessment and that it's for me. And they'll give you a packet. And in my assessments, I always label what standards each question goes with. And so it'll just be a packet of paper with problems and the standards that they go with written next to it. And for the most part, it's as simple as that. However, you will be getting onto Canvas as part of this process. And that's because I want to provide everybody kind of with the same calculator to use for these assessments. So what you're going to do is you're going to come in, they'll give you the packet, and then they'll have you get logged into Canvas through something called the Respondus Lockdown browser. And they have this installed on their computer, so there's nothing you need to do ahead of time. But just so you know, it's going to look something like this. So you'll open up the computer, click on this to open it. I could click on it right now, but it's not going to like what I've got going on because the thing about Respondus Lockdown browser is that it needs all other programs to be closed in order to operate. So the idea is it locks you out of any other websites or applications or anything like that. So you're going to open up Respondus Lockdown browser, and then from there, you'll be able to get into our course page, and you'll come down here to standards 1 through 5 assessment information, and you'll click here on the scientific calculator for the assessment. So click there, and you'll click on take the quiz. It's not a quiz, but what I've done is I've embedded the calculator within this fake quiz that I've made. So you click take the quiz and it'll give you this link here. And so you can click on this link, click OK, and that'll open up the calculator. And so that'll be the only thing that you have open on the computer. You can do your calculator work on the screen as you need to, but everything else is just happening on the packet that they give you. You don't have to enter answers anywhere else. So as I said, this is going to happen on January 22nd. I'm going to click on this important assessment information link here. And so it gives you some reminders about what to do. So when you come in to take your assessment, you do need to bring some sort of picture ID. It doesn't have to be any specific type of ID. It can just be a student ID, but it should have your name and picture on it. So they just want to make sure that that you're the person that signed up for the class that's taking the assessment. If you are on the Yakima campus taking your assessment, then you can come in anytime between 7:30 a.m. and 9 p.m. that day. I do give you 60 minutes to take this assessment, so it's an hour. So make sure that at the latest you start it at 8 p.m. if you're on the Yakima campus. If you're on the Grandview campus, then Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. So on that Thursday, they'll go till 7 p.m., so be there at 6 p.m. at the latest. This shows you the rooms that they're in, right? Go to room 208 if you're on the Yakima campus, room 116 in the main building on the Grandview campus. The other thing I want to point out is how you can get prepared for the assessment, how you can feel really confident going into it. So in that same module, you'll see this standards 1 through 5 assessment preparation. Okay. So this is an assignment that'll help you get ready for this assessment. So if I click on it, and then click on this link here, it opens this document. And you'll notice it's a big list of practice problems that you can do, and they're labeled according to what standard they're having you practice. So you can go through and do these, and don't need to do it on this paper. I don't give you enough space for that, but you'll just do it on your own notebook paper. And after you've finished that, then the second part is for you to go through and grade yourself. And you're going to grade yourself, giving yourself either expert, proficient, developing, novice, or not yet. You're going to grade yourself based on my levels of mastery. So I've put the rubric in here, right? And reminding you what it means to be at these different levels of mastery. And then based upon looking through this rubric and then checking out my solutions that I've written out in detail in red, you can then, kind of judge where you're at on each of the standards that are going to be on this assessment. So this assignment here is one that you should start on really soon, right? Like don't wait till Wednesday night next week to do it. That's too late. You want to start this early, because what it'll do is it'll diagnose for you the things that you need to work on more and the things that you already know. So what I would do is if you score yourself on these, any of them that you have less than a 3 on, according to the rubrics, then you should dig more into that material. So what does that mean? You can go back and redo old Newton Alta assignments. It won't mess with your scores at all. So you can just go in and just do practice problems. You can go back to the notes, maybe pull up the video even and kind of fill out the notes again for stuff that you feel like you need more practice on. Maybe pause the video, see if you can get the problem correct, and then unpause the video and see what I did on that particular type of problem. But at any rate, I think you'll find this assignment really, really helpful to you. Just get an early start on it, because there are lots of questions involved in this assignment. When you do finish it, then you'll just, on the notebook paper that you did the work on, take pictures of that notebook paper, then go ahead and attach it here, and I'll give you credit for it, just like I do any of the other homework assignments. So again, assessment is on January 22nd. Come anytime that your test proctoring center is open. Plan on it taking an hour, right? That's 60 minutes is what you get. So if you have any questions at all about the assessment and the process for it, please reach out to me. And of course, I'll be available during the student hours over the next week to help you with anything you have questions about. All right, thanks, and have a great day.